Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 23rd, 2021, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching Facebook and Microsoft's rally to new record highs. But first, looking at the major economic events of the day, starting out at 9:30 South African time out of the European Union, we have German flash services and manufacturing PMI number coming out. And then across the big Atlantic Ocean, we have from the United States at 3:45 South African time, flash manufacturing and services PMI numbers coming out as well. Now, this reflects both the euro and the US dollar, major inflationary numbers coming out later today. So just be aware of it. Now, looking at the major components, okay, first starting out with the Forex symbols, major pairs waver as they look to trade in a new range. As we look at the indices, the Nasdaq rallies to new record highs on the back of some FANG stocks and the Dow Jones small gain. Looking at commodities, oil retraces while gold pretty much unchanged. And looking at the stock markets, FANG stocks and Microsoft rally to new record highs. And lastly, Bitcoin goes for a joyride. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trade. So we're going to start out with the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. And pretty much, I mean, we bounced off of our lows of 1856-ish level, and now we're trading at 119.11. Really not much change in the past 24 hours. We did rally a little bit to 1933. But again, this has been a slow pace, okay? We're developing a small little upward ranging trend line, okay? But really, for all intents and purposes, this is really just finding a new balance, a new place for it to trade within, okay? If we look at the other major pairs, it's the same story, okay? Pretty much across the board. Looking at the Aussie USD, also a bounce, and looking at the GBP, also a bounce, and trying to find some footing where we did sell off quite massively from last week, okay? So this is expected, some choppy trading after a major move, okay? So we did hit that top range. I would like for this to re-challenge this 137.90-ish level once again to give us like a little bit of a, hey, this sell-off is over for now, okay? This is going to be a new range somewhere between 140 and 137-ish level, okay? But that has still yet to develop, okay? So I'd rather not just jump into this without really giving myself, you know, a little bit of a advantage of trading the top of the range or the bottom of the range as the range is still developing. Now, jumping into commodities, gold pretty much unchanged. You could see here 1782, not much going on there. But looking at oil, we're having a little bit of a difficulty breaking above 73.85, and we retraced down to 73.06. Not a big deal, and this is previous support, okay, previous resistance, excuse me, subsequent support at this level at 72 or $73 a barrel. Okay, so I expect that to still respect it. Okay, if we do sell and break this off, we'll be trading within a range. Okay, the bottom range is somewhere at 70.85, which we challenged last week, and on the top range 73.85, which is a decent size range for oil. Okay, now jumping into the commodities, into the indices, the Nasdaq hitting new record highs at 14,287, and this is such a layup because it gave it to us. The other week when the Dow Jones was selling off quite aggressively, the Nasdaq was not. Okay, that reflects the fact that it's strong. It's really, really strong. And at 14,288, if it's trading at this high, it could go up to 15,000. No joke, okay? Now, this is really on the back of some of the stocks that reflected. If we compare it to the Dow Jones, which is also the U.S. stocks, it bounced, but not that much. Okay, we're looking at a 4-hour chart. And from yesterday to today, we went about 200 points, 150 points. But again, I would expected it somewhere in the 400-ish level, maybe even, you know, getting back to the 800-ish level. But the stocks are not backing it up. So the stocks that are backing up the Nasdaq are the high-tech stocks. The stocks that are backing up the Dow Jones or are listed on the Dow Jones are kind of like the old school stocks, like bank stocks, like some major conglomerates, oil companies, you know, the old kind of business model type of stocks. Okay, so when we look at the individual stocks, looking at Microsoft hitting new record highs as 264, but I'd like for this to give me some oomph, give me some follow through today for me to really feel very comfortable in buying this in the pullbacks, okay? Now, looking at Facebook also, hitting new record highs yesterday as well. I would like to see the volume pick up here a little bit more to give me that confirmation and give me that confidence that this is going to continue going higher. Now, looking at Amazon, we traded on our highs at 34,000, but not breaking out higher. So something to consider there as well. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, this is something of what I love. Okay, we had a massive sell-off down to 29,000 yesterday, okay, from 32,000. And then we had a comeback. This was an area, okay, let's highlight it. That was a previous support and bouncing right off of it. Okay, which is really beautiful and really perfect, and that's exactly what's happening. So I'm happy that this happened because this challenged our low once again, and once it's challenged our low and still respected it and bounced off of it, this is a bona fide support level right now. Okay, so do expect it to continue rallying somewhere into the 38, maybe 36,000-ish area. And of course, we do have resistance at 40,000 as well. So lots happening there as this is continuing to unfold throughout the summer months. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.